Hey gardening friends, ready to grow healthier plants, bigger harvests, and smarter gardens? Let's get started.
What if every brown tip, every yellowing leaf, every strange spot on your plant was actually a message and you just did not know how to read it yet? Welcome back to The Smart Gardener. If this is your first time here, we are glad you found us. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you never miss what we put out each week. Here is something most people get wrong. When they see something off on their plants, they either panic and start treating the wrong problem, or they do nothing and hope it goes away on its own. Either way, the plant keeps suffering. But here is what I want you to know. Your plants are not being difficult. They are communicating. Every single change on a leaf, the color, the texture, the curl, the spots, is your plant telling you exactly what it needs. Today, we are going to walk through the most important leaf signals you will ever learn. By the time this video is done, you will never look at your plants the same way again. Let us get into it. Let us start with one of the most misunderstood signs in houseplant care. Brown leaf tips. Most people assume it is fungal and reach for a spray bottle. That is the wrong move. What is actually happening is your plant is losing water faster than its roots can pull it up. The browning starts at the tip because those cells sit furthest from the plant's water supply. In most American homes, the biggest culprits are forced air heating in winter, air conditioning blowing directly onto leaves, and low indoor humidity. But here is something many gardeners overlook. Tap water in many parts of the country carries fluoride, chlorine, and dissolved minerals that quietly build up in the soil over time. Flush your pots with clean water every few months and ease back on fertilizer. And remember, once a tip turns brown, it does not come back. Trimming it off changes nothing until you fix the real cause. Now if you notice, just one or two bottom leaves turning yellow, while everything above looks healthy, relax. Your plant is not sick. It is pulling nitrogen from its oldest leaves and redirecting it upward to fuel new growth. This is called senescence, and it is completely normal. The only time to worry is when yellowing spreads upward rapidly across multiple leaves at once. That is a different signal entirely. When the whole plant yellows at once, the roots are almost certainly involved. Overwatering is the most common cause, but the mechanism surprises people. The plant is not drowning. It is suffocating. Saturated soil collapses the air pockets between particles, cutting off oxygen to the roots. Chlorophyll production shuts down and leaves turn yellow. But before you adjust your watering, check one more thing. If your soil pH is above 7.0, it can lock iron out of the root zone completely. You can have plenty of iron in the soil and the plant still cannot access it. Pick up a basic pH test kit at your local garden center for around $10. It can save you weeks of treating the wrong problem. When leaves curl inward, rolling edges up toward the center, the plant is reducing its surface area to slow water loss. Water it and watch. If the curl relaxes within a few hours, you caught it early. If it does not reverse, root damage may already be limiting water uptake, and the problem runs deeper. Downward curling is the opposite situation with the opposite fix. When leaf edges roll under toward the bottom, excess nitrogen is usually the cause. The plant pushes out soft new growth faster than the leaf structure can support it. Stop fertilizing and flush the soil. Adding water here would only make things worse. Now we move into symptoms that can spread fast if you miss the early signs, so pay close attention. If you see brown or black spots ringed by yellow tissue, that yellow border is your plant drawing a line between infected and healthy cells. This is the signature of a fungal infection, and it travels through water sitting on leaf surfaces. The most important change is not a fungicide. It is switching to watering at the base of the plant and improving airflow. Remove affected leaves immediately. Worth knowing though, if those spots look water-soaked or have a slight sticky ooze, you may be dealing with bacteria rather than fungus. Bacterial spots spread faster in wet conditions and respond better to a copper-based soap treatment. Either way, damaged leaves do not heal. Remove them and change your watering habits. Next, tiny pale dots scattered across the upper leaf surface, like flicked white paint, means spider mites. Each dot is a drained plant cell. Spider mites are not insects. They are arachnids, which is exactly why standard insecticides rarely work on them. Check the undersides of your leaves and tap a branch over white paper. If tiny moving dots fall out, you have confirmed it. When treating, make sure you use cold-pressed neem oil, not the clarified version sold at most hardware stores, which has the active compound removed and will not stop the reproductive cycle. For serious infestations, predatory mites are the most effective solution available, and they can be ordered through specialty garden suppliers. Soft, translucent patches on your leaves point to cold damage, and it can happen in minutes when a tropical plant leaf touches a cold window pane in winter. There is no treatment. The tissue dies. The one thing to check is smell. Bacterial rot looks similar but spreads faster and carries an unpleasant odor. White powdery coating on your leaves is powdery mildew, and here is the surprising part. Unlike most fungi, it does not need wet leaves to grow. It thrives in dry air with moderate humidity, which is why it shows up most often in late summer or rooms with fluctuating temperatures. A reliable home remedy is 1 tablespoon of baking soda plus half a teaspoon of liquid soap in 1 gallon of water, sprayed on both sides of the leaf. Finally, a silvery or bronze sheen across the leaf surface means thrips. These tiny insects rasp through the surface and leave behind empty, air-filled cells that give leaves that metallic look. Thrips can fly, which makes them uniquely dangerous. They can move through your entire plant collection within weeks and transmit viruses as they feed. Shake a branch over white paper. If you see tiny specks moving, act immediately. We are in the home stretch, and these final signals catch even experienced gardeners off guard. Leaves turning uniformly pale and washed out mean photo-bleaching. Direct sunlight is destroying chlorophyll faster than the plant can replace it. Many tropical species can never fully adapt to direct sun no matter how gradually you try. Move to filtered light before the damage goes further. Flip that around and you get the opposite problem. Unusually dark, deep blue-green leaves are not a sign of health. Your plant is overproducing chlorophyll, trying to capture whatever light it can find. The tissue it builds this way is soft and weak, far more vulnerable to fungal infections and pests. Get it to a brighter spot. Now, the most alarming signal of all. Your plant is wilting even though the soil is wet. That is root rot. Waterlogged soil allows pathogens like Pythium and Phytophthora to destroy root tissue. And without functional roots, water cannot move upward, no matter how much is available. Adding more water makes it worse. Unpot the plant, cut away every dark, mushy, or foul-smelling root, and repot in fresh, well-draining mix. A 3% hydrogen peroxide solution reduces Pythium by 72% within 48 hours, but only when combined with root pruning and fresh soil. Used alone, effectiveness drops below 20%. If more than 60% of the roots are already gone, propagate healthy cuttings. Instead, clean holes in leaves with no surrounding discoloration mean caterpillars, slugs, or snails. Slugs and snails feed at night and leave a dried mucus trail. Caterpillars hide on leaf undersides during the day. Sticky residue on leaf surfaces is honeydew left by aphids, scale insects, mealybugs, or whiteflies. It attracts sooty mold, a black fungus that blocks light. Eliminate the insects, and the mold clears on its own. Sudden green leaf drop after moving or repotting is not failure. It is survival. The plant is cutting water demand while its roots adjust. Variegated plants producing solid green leaves will eventually revert completely. Remove every green shoot the moment it appears and increase light. Finally, root-bound plants pool water on the surface, dry out unusually fast, and push out smaller leaves over time. When repotting, never go more than 2 inches wider than the current pot. Extra soil holds moisture roots cannot yet reach and invites rot. Worth noting though, peace lilies, jade, and kalanchoes actually prefer being slightly root-bound. Crowding signals them to flower. For most other plants, spring is the best time to repot. Here is what I want you to take away from today. Your plants are never silent. Every brown tip, every curling leaf, every strange spot is a message. They have been talking to you all along. Now you know how to listen. Taking care of plants is not just a hobby or a chore. It is a practice in paying attention. It is slowing down, observing carefully, and responding with patience. Those are not small things. Those are the qualities that make someone a genuinely good gardener and a genuinely wise person. You do not need an expensive app or a fancy gadget. You just need to know what to look for. And now you do. Go take a look at one of your plants today. Really look at it. See what it is telling you. If this video helped you, go ahead and like it. Leave a comment telling me which signal surprised you the most, and subscribe to The Smart Gardener so you never miss what we put out. Next time, we are going even deeper into what your soil is trying to tell you. You will not want to miss it.